Vanderpump Rules star Scheana Shay recently spilled on some of her favorite Housewives stars and her comments about The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Cast member Erika Jayne got some heat from fans. In the May 27 episode of her podcast, Shenanigans with Scheana Shay, the Vanderpump Rules star chatted with Sarah Gretzky and Natalie Buck from the Netchicks podcast, and they got on the subject of the new season of RHOBH. Some Vanderpump Rules fans weren't too pleased to hear that Shay is a fan of Jayne's. One person took to Reddit to share a screenshot of the podcast and wrote, "Scheana and whoever the Netchicks are were discussing how much they love Erika from RHOBH in this podcast. Not that I loved Scheana before, but it really changes my perception on people when they minimize the immorality of Erika and fangirl over her." In addition to her comments about Jayne, Shay revealed that she's kind of obsessed with the newest cast member, Diana Jenkins, and said she thinks the newbie looks great and like a porcelain doll. Shay also shared that she met most of the cast in person with the exception of Sutton Stracke, but gushed that she loves her too. "I think even this season one thinks she's finding her voice even more," Shay added, and said she recognizes some of her own mannerisms in Stracke and can tell when the RHOBH star gets uncomfortable. "I have so much empathy for her," she concluded. Shay shared that she's obsessed with Garcelle Beauvais and Kyle Richards, who she's known the longest, will always have a special place in my heart. Shay also spilled on which Bravo celebrities she'd bring on an ultimate girls' trip, starting with Ariana Madix. RHONJ's Dolores Catania and Hannah Ferrier from the Below Deck Mediterranean universe would also be invited, as Shay said they're her girls. The Vanderpump Rules star concluded that the RHOBH star she'd pick would be Beauvais.